Good morning, everybody. I meant to get this video out to you yesterday, but my Wi-Fi crashed. I didn't get my Wi-Fi back up until late last night. So I just want to go over the new grading kind of guidelines that we're going to be going by for the rest of the year. I am also going to post Miss Hanson's video because she did a really good job of explaining your options that you're going to be presented with. So most of you have probably received the letter from school going over the different kind of tiers, I guess I would say, of the new grading system that we are going to be implementing. I know that a lot of you are going to end up having questions. So at 11 a.m. today on Friday, I am going to have a Google Meets link in our Google Classroom, and you can pop in and we can just have a dialogue about what this is and talk about grading expectations. So today and this weekend, I'm going to be updating your grades and changing some of the dates in the grade book because now we are going to have a quarter 3 when originally they had decided to not have a quarter 3 and just have a semester 2. So you'll probably be seeing some updates from PowerSchool going over or changing dates and changing assignments and stuff like that, okay? So this is the letter that was sent home to you and your parents from Mr. Messier and Miss Gagne. This is going over the new guidelines. And I'm just going to scroll down to kind of the key parts of this letter. Now, I know some of you are seniors in my class, and so graduation requirements for seniors. You're still expected to have the 23 1/4 credit in order to graduate from school and have all of your mandatory courses done. So that's classes like local citizenship, where it is a mandatory class for graduation. If you are a senior and this class or any of your other classes rather, are not mandatory for graduation, or if you've met your 23 1/4 credit, you will have the option of dropping without penalty. But again, that's for your other classes. Global citizenship is one of those mandatory classes that you have to take. Also for seniors, because of this whole snafu, we are going to be alleviating some of the things from you and taking things off the table for you. And one of those is folio tasks. If your folio tasks are not done and you don't have 15 completed tasks in each of the 4 categories. Purito, come here. Stop. Hold on a second, my cat's getting into something. No. Nope. Leave it alone. If you don't have those 15 completed tasks, then you're not going to be reprimanded for that. You will be exempt from completing the remainder of those tasks. Also, your senior exhibition of learning and your community service hours are going to be waived. So if you did not complete your folio tasks, your senior exhibition of learning, and your community service hours, and you are a senior, those are going to be waived off the table for you. Okay? So I'm going to scroll down further into the letter and get into the grading and reporting. So like I mentioned, we are going to be implementing putting quarter 3 back into the grade book. And the end date for quarter 3 is going to be March 17th, which was our last day at school. So your quarter 3 grade is going to be closed on March 17th, so your teachers are going to be going into the grade book and changing grades and saying, okay, we did this before we left school, we didn't do this before we left school. And then comes in your choice, kind of. So students are automatically going to be kind of enrolled into this pass-fail system, where there's going to be 3 grades, either high pass, pass, or fail. So if you've continued remote learning and you're going to continue remote learning for the remainder of the school year, you will receive a high pass, which is the equivalent of a 4.0 or an A. If you are passing my class and you opt into not continuing remote learning, but you have been passing my class, you have that choice of saying, hey, I'm going to take my grade and leave. And so when you take the pass, you're going to receive the grade that you have had in global citizenship, and this is not going to change your GPA at all. So if you had a C in my class, you are going to continue having a C in my class. If you have an A in my class, you're going to continue having an A. So that's the difference. Like, if you are like struggling in class, but you continue working on through this closure with me, you'll receive automatically a 4.0 GPA, and that's the same, or a 4.0 for my class, and this is going to affect your GPA overall. And then regularly, if you are failing and you continue to not do work during the closure and you're not making up work, you will fail global citizenship. There's just, if you are not doing your work and you haven't been doing your work for a while, you are just going to fail global citizenship. Incomplete is kind of this little limbo, though. So you're incomplete if a teacher puts you as having an incomplete for your grade for quarter 3. That means that there was a standard that was assessed or worked on before we went on this closure, and you did not pass that standard satisfactorily. And so if you receive an incomplete, you have some back work that needs to be done, and you need to be working with your teacher, whether that's me or any other class, because if you do not fix that, and you don't receive a pass for quarter 3, then you will fail the class. So if you continue to have an incomplete by June 22nd, when grades are closed for the whole year, you will fail your class. That being said, if it only takes you a week to do the back work, you can make the decision to just stop doing the rest of the remote learning. Okay? So it may only take you a week to make up that back work, and then you can be done. Okay? And then your alphanumeric grades. So obviously students are going to be kind of dropped into the pass-fail, but if you are going to college or you just prefer having the alphanumeric grades, you can opt into having your regular ABC grade instead of having the HP, P, or F. So this, I would highly suggest this for students that are going to college or have plans of going to some type of post-secondary training school, where you're going to need your transcripts to get in, kind of, okay? So I would highly suggest that if you are doing that, that you tell your teachers, because you need to tell your teachers which one that you prefer doing, that you say, hey, I want to have the regular alphanumeric grade. You need to make sure that you explicitly say that. And also you can pick and choose which classes you say that to. So if you're going into, say, an engineering field, which is math and science related, you can tell your math and science teachers, hey, I want to have the alphanumeric grade, but you can tell me that you just want the pass-fail. Okay? So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be put on your plate, and decisions that are going to be you are going to have to make. I would very much suggest that you are talking to your parents and you're talking to your peers about what you think is going to be the best option for you. And again, you can do this on a class-by-class basis and make your decision entirely based on your past experience with the teacher, your past experience with understanding content, and those types of things. So my suggestion is that if you're going to be doing the pass-fail, that you continue doing the remote learning, because even if you are struggling with the material, you are going to receive this A grade and you're going to have this huge GPA boost. So that is my suggestion for everybody, that you continue this on. If you are in other AP classes, your AP teachers are going to suggest that you take the regular alphanumeric grade because you are going to, in your AP classes, have that grade boost that AP carries, okay? So you want to make sure you're taking that. Global Citizenship is not an AP class, so you get to choose which one is going to be the best fit for you. My suggestion, you all keep on keeping on, and make sure you're really thinking about what it is that's going to be the best option for you. Also, make sure you're checking your grades, because Monday at 9 a.m. they are going to be pulled. If you have an incomplete in your classes, make sure you're talking to your teachers to say, hey, what is it that I need to make up, and what is it that I need to do in order to pass your class? If you are failing, make sure you're looking at that back work in PowerSchool and saying, oh crap, I missed this chunk of work, and I can get this done and pass this class, okay? So this is kind of just a general overview. Again, I am going to post Miss Hansen's video because she did a really good job, and it has more visuals about the breakdown of these grading systems and kind of like the pros and cons of each one. So you'll have 2 video bases of what you should be looking at when you're looking at your grades, okay? So sit down with your parents, show them these videos, talk with them, think about what it is that you want to do. I want to hear from each of you which one that you want to kind of enroll in. Do you want the pass-fail, or do you want the alphanumeric? So that way I can go into the grade book and make sure that your grade is reflecting that. So again, 11 a.m. today, pop into the Hangout and ask your questions. Your parents are welcome to join you during this Hangout, and I would highly suggest that your parents join you during this Hangout, so that way we can have an open conversation and dialogue about what is going on and how to best fit your needs. If you can't join the 11 o'clock Hangout, text or call me or email me. Again, usually I say you can't text me or call me after 3 p.m., but my phone is open. Just don't be calling me at like 1 o'clock in the morning, because I'm not going to answer your call. And that's that, guys. I'll talk to you later, and I hope that you have a great day and a great weekend and a great break. Alright, bye.